Memorial Day, and welcome to Farm Sim News. Today we've got the announcement of Easy Dev controls, some big buds and case tractors, and even a Ford tractor mod. If you like staying updated with all the latest news of Farming Simulator, get subscribed. Let's jump right in. Over the weekend, GTX posted a short 32-second video to social media with the announcement of Easy Development controls coming to Farm Sim 25. This is a PC mod that allows you to change and modify a variety of different things inside the game. Of course, you can use the console commands, but this makes things a lot easier. This and the Power Tools mod are very similar, with Easy Development controls offering about every option that you could possibly think of, and Power Tools offering quick access to the most used features. Easy Dev has been around for a few games now and is a content creator favorite, and is a completely invaluable tool for us. For players, it allows you the option to change, add, or remove, well, anything you want, easily. Can't wait to see this one coming back. Classic American Icons Modding have shared the first images of their Big Bud Series 2 in the game, which they say is the first of many. Not a lot of information was shared other than that though, and they say that their Series 1 is still waiting to be tested after being sent 2 months ago today. Casarius Modding say that their Case IH STX Steiger series is also finally in the game. We first saw the 3D model of this back at the beginning of last month, and it's great to see the progress on it. Again, like the Big Bud, not a lot of info, but still nice to see. WholesaleFest appears to be working on one of the first Ford tractor mods for Farm Sim 25, as they have shared what looks like the Ford branded versions of their Lizard F10 series tractors from FS22, making these what could be, again, one of the first Ford tractor mods that we see after Plains and Prairies. Next up, Agritono say that they're almost finished with their John Deere CS770 cotton harvester. This was a mod that dropped in FS22 and did great with 4.6 stars and almost 3,500 votes. AT says that there's still a few adjustments left to be done, but then it'll, well, be done. They've said that it was not possible to make the selector disengage like in FS22, so they make it disappear for easy transport. I'm assuming they're talking about the header here, but I'm honestly not quite sure. This post was translated. It'll also have working widths of either 12 row or 8 row, which is around 10.5 meters or 6.8 meters. Custom Modding have announced the release date for the Case IH 2160 large front fold trailing planter. Goodness. The 2160 will be released on Friday, June 20th, 2025. It's about 3.5 weeks from this video. The one thing that confused me was that they said testing begins soon and that they're getting everything ready for launch. That confuses me a little bit because the mod was submitted for testing on April the 10th. If testing hasn't started yet, then how do we have a release date? This is where we get in trouble. Am I the only one confused about this? Hey, if I'm crazy, let me know. BB Mods is updating their Lizard Pro Bale, and we do have a lot of information on this one. First, the changelog is version 101. Added Unreal Baler configurations, added support for clover and hay custom bales, added store configuration to disable bale wrapping, added variable working width to prevent missing swath with large mowers, added working with configurations with selectable width indicators, added rear hitch config, and added quick pro bale, baler with additional working and wrapping speed. The Unreal Baler configuration is similar to the AgriFlex and Baler Plus mods with additional capacities, increased unload and wrapping speeds, and reduced consumables use. Also, there's a store option to disable the bale wrapping, giving you the option to have one baler to make silage bales and grass bales, just with a few customizations. And the best things of all, they've been in contact with Mark Thor, who's the creator of the Quick Bale from FS22, and with their permission, they're adding some features from the Quick Bale to the Pro Bale. Think of this as a merger of both mods together. There's a few more smaller things to finish up, but the mod should be sent out for testing in the next few days. 8up Modding's adding contract support to another mod, their DFM Tool Pack. These will be added to the Deadwood contract so that you can use skid steers or tractors for those contracts if you don't own the machinery, of course. If you do own them, then you can still use them anyway, but having the option to borrow machinery that you don't already have is a nice way to test it out in the field, or in this case, in the woods. Next up, Paddy Fan Modding's got another building almost finished in collaboration with ICAS. This is the garage with work area. Awesome detailing with front and back drive-through doors and 3 more on the side, or as I see it, drive-through doors on the sides and 3 doors on the front. The interior is nice, as you would expect, with a working bench, workshop trigger, and some nice decorations on the walls. As with everything, you'll have color configurations for the siding, and there's lights all around. That's it for Mod News, so let's jump over to Map News. Puma145 has completed their conversion of Elmcreek from FS22's base game. They've taken the time to add a few things that were planned for future updates to make the game play better. However, Puma didn't say what those were. Looking at the comments, it does seem that the map has already been submitted for testing and that they'll be releasing some videos this week on their social medias. I'll let you know when those drop. Bcbuhler Farms has started working on the waterways on their new map. We've also got a tentative name for the map. Well, two of them, as a matter of fact. First one is Oakland. This is because that's one of the municipalities in the real-life area where the DEM came from. The other idea is to call it Glenwood, which is another area near the real-life location. However, Glenwood has already been a map in FarmSim. You can cast your vote on Bcbuhler's fan page, linked in the description. He's also been setting out the procedural generation for the natural parts of the map, which is over my head, but this makes sure that some of the more open areas look nice and real and is easy to do. The map is still in its early stages, however, Bcbuhler Farms has said that if you liked Edgewater in 22, you're gonna like this one too. Mr. Hector Mods is adding more new features to the Carpathian Countryside map for FS25. We're gonna have buyable houses, commercial buildings, new farmlands, and some new, smaller factories. The screenshots for this are kind of all over the place, but we'll be talking over them. The villages will have a lot of involvement on the map, with the ability to buy almost any property in any of the 3 villages, land and all. There are, of course, a few areas that are not for sale, so that multiplayer and some other basic functions still work correctly for the map. However, these are some great additions. The buyable houses are more of a roleplay feature. You can buy any house, place the sleep trigger down, and use it as your, well, house. The yards are also fully accessible with opening gates and working small gardens. Buyable commercial buildings are more like generators, where you can buy things like a pharmacy, football field, a restaurant, and they earn you money. As for the production points, you'll get the land that they are on when you buy them, so you can make changes, add decorations, things like that. Oh, and these smaller factories are kind of like small family village businesses in a way. They're easy to run by yourself, especially for smaller farms, and they also work as sell points. More to come, so stay tuned. And lastly today, FSG Modding, aka FarmSim Games, shared information on a new map that they're working on, Courtright Line 4X. This will be a PC-only map based in Canada. It's inspired by the agricultural landscapes of southern Ontario, designed with realism and efficiency in mind. This map has massive flat fields, long rural roads, and a layout perfect for larger farms and multiplayer. The PDA is wild with some huge fields. Of course, with something like this, it is understandable that they would be big and square, and well, that's what you get. This map was started in FS22, however, they have finished it up for FS25. If you'd like to see more information on this and some of the other topics we talked about today, links to everything we talked about can be found in the description. Remember, there's no release dates for mods, so no one knows when anything's going to be released. And if you like this video, you can check out the FarmSim News playlist for all the latest news and top stories going on in the world of Farming Simulator. And that is it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, drop a like, get subscribed if you're new, and join the DjGoHam fam. Double check those notifications. That way you never miss videos like this one. Hope you have an awesome day. Happy Monday to you. We will see you later. Hey. We are already 1 week and 1 day away from the next DLC. Time is flying.